Hi, everyone. Um, I wanted to come on here briefly and just share a message that I think we hear this time of year a lot, and I think it's worth repeating. Ew. I had a little, I had a little charcoal on my face. Um, so I think this just bears repeating this time of year is it's a tough time of year for many, coming into the holiday season for different reasons. Um, for some, there may be anniversaries of losses. For others, it may be a sense of loneliness as we, gather together later in the month, as people gather with family or friends. So I again just wanted to come on and share that please be, I think first of all, first and foremost, is be as gentle as possible and loving and kind to yourself as possible this month. You matter first. um, Remember the oxygen mask on the plane, you put that on first. So please be as gentle and kind to yourself as possible this month and every day, but this month in particular, and then extend that as much to others as possible as you can. If you're one of the people going through a tough time, then I understand sometimes it's not as easy to be gentle or kind, or as kind as we want to be with others if we ourselves are going through a tough time. And for some people, this time of year, with getting darker sooner and colder in some parts of the world, that can bring up other issues for folks like depression, or anxiety. And sometimes these things come out of nowhere. Like, people can be doing fine one day and then they're not doing fine the next day. And there wasn't much that changed or shifted. There wasn't like a big thing, but it's subtle. Sometimes it's subtle, and sometimes what creeps up on us is this cumulative effect of stress that we've been dealing with. So sometimes when we are just dealing with it and pushing through our day, sometimes it just kind of hits us. Like, we'll wake up, at some point, and now we're not feeling so great. So I just want to put that out there that I guess easier said than done, but learn to ride the wave. And I'm not saying to be sort of jerked around by your emotions, but be observant of them. Be an observer of how you're feeling and what you're thinking, and just ride it. And as much as possible, if you can be in a neutral space and just notice and be like, oh, I'm feeling this today. Not I am sad, but I'm feeling sad right now, right in this moment. I'm feeling upset. I'm feeling frustrated. I'm feeling alone. I'm feeling, or a part of me is feeling, or I'm noticing that a part of me. So when we identify, when we say I'm lonely or I'm sad or I'm this, then we're like really owning that. And that's not a great place to be, because now you've identified with it and now you're in that camp. So if you can become aware of, I'm actually not feeling great, but you can say that I'm not feeling great right now. I'm not feeling great in this moment. It's not, I'm not doing well, or things aren't ever going to change for me. That is language that you have to walk yourself back to. So when you're noticing that you're not doing so great, just become aware of it and start to really investigate, like, what's going on. So really, I just wanted to come on and invite you all to be gentle and kind to yourselves first and foremost. And as I was getting ready to press go live, I remembered that I have a group clearing that I'm offering almost 2 weeks. Well, it'll be 2 weeks from tomorrow. It's Wednesday, the 17th. I'm offering it at noon and also at 7 p.m. So 2 different times that you can join it. And it is a group clearing. And for those of you that may be feeling kind of heavy with things, overloaded, maybe burdened with a lot going on this month, this is a great thing. So the nitty-gritty of it is I'm going to work through some charts that I have. I'm going to work through the 12 meridians, and I'm going to say words to release certain emotions or experiences that are held in those meridians. You just need to show up. That's all you need to do. You show up. You can be on camera, off camera. It's to your comfort level. I recommend people lay down to receive this, and you're just listening. I will work through the 12 different meridians, and at the end, there'll be an opportunity to share. So I do have the 2 offerings, one at noon on Wednesday, December 17th, and one starting at 7 p.m. I believe both groups are going to go for about an hour and a half, just because I wanted to leave some time for people to share their experiences. And this is by far the most powerful thing I do with my super connection work and my dowsing. I have a book that has over 60 charts, and when I do the meridian clearing chart for people, people have the biggest releases. There's a lot. I've done this individually with folks. I've done it in groups. I've done it live in groups. I've done it in groups on Zoom. And I've done speed rounds of it, or I've been like at a fair or something and I do a 15 or 20 minute version of it. So when I do that, I don't get through all the 12 meridians for people when they have like a mini session of it. But I kid you not, every single time, and this is a good thing, there are tears. People are releasing, they are unburdening themselves from decades, from years, sometimes lifetimes of something. And when I say certain words, I can see in people's eyes, they know exactly what that's in reference to. They're like, yep, that, it's this particular thing that happened, or my family went through such and such, and this is connected to that. So when I say this is, of all the charts I have, it really did surprise me when I started to notice it. It is the most powerful thing for me when I do this work. I've seen the most transformation for people. They feel so much lighter, so much better. So if you are curious about it, I will drop the link below and you can check that out. If you have questions, let me know. I can also put some testimonials in regarding what people have experienced for this. But yeah, it's really, really powerful, and it does also help for those interested. It does help to move things in your ancestral lineage, so things in the ancestral line generationally that your people have gone through. And some of these things we may never know. They're crossed over. Some of our ancestors went to the grave with certain things. So we may never know the story and what they went through, but the emotions and anything that was unhealed or unprocessed or anything that was stored in their body does get passed down through the DNA and through the generations. So whether we like it or not, it's not always fun. If it didn't clear in the generation that it happened, then it does move through the other generations. And so you may be feeling a heaviness that's not particularly yours, like you didn't go through it, but maybe your great-grandmother 4 times back, or 10 generations ago, a great-grandfather 10 generations ago went through something. You're still holding it till it's released. They want it to be released. They don't want to hold it. I know they're crossed over, but they're still in spirit, and and many of them may be having another earthly experience, and so they don't want to be holding it. You don't want to be holding it. So this is just a really lovely and easy way, to sit back for an hour and a half. The clearing will probably take an hour, and I'll leave about a half hour for people to share. And it's much more powerful in a group setting. Individual is great, but it is more powerful in a group setting. So if you'd like some more information, I'll leave the link below. Thank you so much. See you next time.